It is the most wonderful time of the year. Hello and welcome to Home and Family, Home for the Holidays.
Every year, nearly 80 million TV viewers come to Hallmark Channel for Countdown to Christmas.
That's a lot of people, and our house is ready because it has been lit up and set to music by the world-renowned Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Keep the fun going. Let's sing our holiday favorite song, shall we? Go.
Tonight on Home and Family, Home for the Holidays, we welcome our Hallmark family of movie stars. Lacey Chabert, Danica McKellar, Barbara Niven, and Holly Robinson Peete. Special performances from Grammy winner Leanne Rimes, the United States Army Field Band Six String Soldiers, and Aerial Ice Extreme, along with a light show spectacular from Trans-Siberian Orchestra and our fabulous Home and Family members. That's right. See, we would not be successful without this wonderful, very charismatic family of ours.
Thank you, Mark. I just wanted to say, on behalf of the family, that we are so excited to be here.
Wait.
celebrating.
When did you become the spokesperson? I have been here for the family. I've been here the longest, Ken. Does that make you the oldest then, Kim?
Come on, I think what we're trying to say here is just we want everybody to have a wonderful Hallmark.
No. I should be the one saying it.
Why would you do it instead of me? Why wouldn't I? I'm the biggest. You're the fattest. Come on.
I'm festively killed you.
Hey, time out. Wait a minute. Come on. We have guests with us here today. People have invited us into their living rooms. Can't we act a little bit more mature? Here is what we are trying to say, okay? Is Merry Christmas.
That's right.
That's simple. So, on the count of 3, one big, cheerful home and family Hallmark Merry Christmas, all right?
Yep.
Here we go. A 1, and a 2, and a 3. Merry Christmas.
Hey!
Wait.
No. That was terrible.
That
That was not
stinky.
good.
One more time. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Merry Christmas!
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest for the evening, 2-time Grammy winner, Leanne Rimes.
Yes, but now, Aerial Ice Extreme. Amazing. When we come back, our Hallmark family and Christina are making the perfect holiday meal.
Just see those sleigh bells jingle and ring, ting-a-ting-a-ling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Well, it wouldn't be Christmas without our Christina making something very delicious in the kitchen today. A wonderful meal. She is making a standing rib roast, right?
Yes, we are. Very special.
So good. And also here today with some beautiful dishes to share with our family for this holiday feast are Lacey Chabert, Barbara Niven, Dan Kohler, and Dr. JJ.
So,
And it wouldn't be a celebration without the one, the only, Fabio Viviani, who's joining us via Skype. There he is.
Fabio,
How are you guys?
it's nice of you to join us, but I understand this year is a very special holiday for you and your family.
Man. I got a big present before Christmas. My son was born on September 20th, and that get me stay in Chicago for a few months. But I'll be there soon, guys. I'm coming and visiting you. This time, for celebrating though, I brought you some delicious wine.
Oh, fabulous. Oh, look.
I got you a bottle of my signature blend, which is Cabernet Sauvignon, Pinot Noir, and Zinfandel, Christina.
Oh.
Wow.
Look at that. Yes. Thank you, Mark. Here you go. All right.
That is quite a reach he has, is it not?
Wow.
Fabio.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right.
May I pour? Would you guys like some?
Yes,
Let me.
please.
You go ahead and
Here,
pour
I know,
because
right?
I just
Pardon.
want to mention we have some amazing dishes here tonight. We're going to start first with Lacey's sweet potato pie.
Yes, this is my great grandmother's recipe, and you make it with white sweet potatoes. And it just reminds me of my childhood. It smells so good while you're baking it, and I love it.
Wonderful. Thank you for bringing it. And Barbara, you have pumpkin bars.
Yeah, pumpkin bars, and you call them pumpkin bars.
Pumpkin.
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry, right.
my mom's name was Edie, and every family reunion, every holiday, she would have to make 2 batches of these because they're gone immediately.
I can
and
smell
they're
them from
pumpkin
here.
bars, and I can't wait. Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely, you can do that. All right, and then we have Dan Kohler with his spiced nuts, walnuts.
Wow.
That.
Indeed we do.
Can I taste one?
Please,
Yeah.
please get in
Go
there.
ahead. Okay.
So for these, I took a trip around the world in 18th century England.
Oh.
We got on a sailing ship, we opened the history books and looked for spices all around the world in English colonies. So I sailed to Jakarta, picked up some black pepper and cloves. We went to India, picked up some citrus and ginger and some palm sugar and then sailed back to England and picked up currants and walnuts and made these, sort of.
And it sailed right into my mouth.
Wintry
Delicious.
nuts. Yeah.
Delicious.
Thank you.
You're such a
Thank you.
Renaissance
Yeah.
man.
That is true. I'm a nerd. I think the modern word for it is nerd.
And Dr. JJ, what is
along
this
his share.
magnificent creation you did here?
Well, growing up, my grandmother raised us, and she had a wonderful spice cake that she used to make, and the recipe was long lost several years ago, and I've been searching and searching and finally found one. And she also had an abiding love for eggnog with a little Jack Daniels thrown in. And so what I did was combine the spice cake and eggnog, made a beautiful spice cake, eggnog buttercream,
It's beautiful.
and then just sugared some things, made a little fudge, made some pine cones,
really
and
lovely.
just brought it to life. And it's just one of those great Christmas fantasies.
Can't wait to get in.
We cannot get to any of this dessert without having the entree, of which
Yes.
Christina is going to take us through now, yes?
We are going to have this year a standing rib roast. This recipe is one of my favorite recipes. It's from the Williams-Sonoma cookbook. It is my favorite. It's my go-to eat every time I make this. But there are three things that you should know. First, you should look for a piece of meat that is really well marbled, because that means it's going to be really tender. And you're going to start your oven on very high heat at 450 degrees. And you want it, what I suggest is you put it on 450 degrees for a half an hour to get your oven super duper hot. So when you put your roast in the oven, it's going to caramelize the outside really beautiful. And that's what's going to give it that really good flavor. So then we're going to when we take it out of the oven, you have to let it rest for at least a half an hour. And then you're going to need, this is a fourth one. I know I said three, but there's really four. There's really four.
She's ad-libbing,
I was
folks.
only
She's
supposed to
ad-libbing.
say three, but I do have to say this.
She did.
You need to put a instant read thermometer in there. That's very important, because if you like to have your meat rare, medium, or well done, the thermometer will tell you how to do it. And you can see, we'll put up a little page so you can see exactly what the gauge needs to be, so you'll be able to tell when to take your meat out. Now, to prepare the roast, we have our oven preheated to 450 degrees, like I said. And what I did here was I took our roast and I rubbed it with butter. Rubbed the whole thing with butter. And I salted it generously with some salt and pepper. And then, why does my mouth always run when I'm talking about food?
It's so good.
She's
You got
wired
my,
that way.
I knew you were going to catch me on that, Mark.
Here it comes.
I know.
Here it happens.
Okay.
Nobody was looking till you said that.
I know. I can't help it. What can I say? So you're going to put it into the oven, and you're going to start roasting it. You're going to roast it at 450 degrees for about 20 minutes to make sure you get that really beautiful sear to it. Then you're going to lower it to 300 degrees, and you're going to roast it for about an hour and a quarter, or until it's the desired doneness. I know we had a question of whether doneness is a real word. It's a real
Let's
word.
go to Dan Cole.
We get it.
It is. I will vote. I will vote.
Thank
this
you.
for the world.
All right.
It is a real word.
Good with word
Finally.
friends.
We are,
Okay, good.
we are done with that.
We are done with that. What I'm
conversation.
going to do is, wait, I had to put this here so I can put, this is really a heavy risk because we have
Wow.
so many people to feed tonight. Look at this. This is so beautiful.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Christina.
Look at this. By the way, is Fabio still around? Is
Yes.
he still with us? You there?
I'm right here, but there is no food for me. Where is the food?
I'll cut you a piece of meat right
I
now.
gave you the wine. You guys gave me no food.
Can we cheers to you and
We
your
should.
new baby, please?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Let's do
Let's
that.
raise our glass.
We're going to raise our
To
glass. Here you go. Fabio, here you
Fabio,
go.
that new baby. Christina's
There you
gonna-
go, Angel.
There you go.
There you go.
it is. Good. Nice.
To you, Fabio.
That's
Fabio's and his new family this year, ever growing to all of your families this year. May it be filled with
I'm gonna
love
toast
and
with a
cheers.
piece of meat.
Yeah, Christina's finally. Well, I haven't seen that in a while.
You're my kind of girl.
Yeah.
Really.
My mouth is watering.
Have a wonderful holiday season,
God bless
Fabio.
you, baby.
Thank you so very much. Hey, well, we're going to come back. We're going to spend time with Leanne Rhymes. She's going to take our stage.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party house.
She is a two-time Grammy winner, known for so many romantic hits like Blue, I Need You, and How Do I Live, singing a medley from her new holiday album, Today is Christmas, Leanne Rhymes.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but grab a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone who meets. Oh, the mistletoe hung where you can't see. Somebody waits for you, someone wants for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Oh, oh, Frosty the snowman was a jolly happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Oh, Frosty the snowman had to hurry on his way. Say wave goodbye now, don't you cry, I'll be back again. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, over the hills of oh, the mistletoe hung where you can't see. Somebody waits for you, kiss him once for, kiss him once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this
That'll put you in the Christmas spirit.
I know, right? It
Wow.
sure does.
Thank you.
I understand on your very first Christmas with Eddie and his son, so
Yes.
he gave you a very special ornament.
He did. It's kind of started a tradition in our family. He went with the kids to buy gifts at the mall and found this ornament that is so goofy. It's so sweet, though. It's 4 peas in a pod, and he had our name. I know. My buff husband, going, here's the little ornament of 4 peas in a pod. It had our names on it, so now every Christmas we do like a new ornament that's kind of goofy like that. And,
Well, this one isn't goofy, but we do have one for you. This is a Hallmark keepsake ornament we are gifting to you. You have to go.
so cute.
You can't go home empty-handed. This one is personalized because it has a photo of the family in it.
Oh, I love that.
There you are. Look
Thank
at that.
you.
Get a little bit. I'll hang on to it
love
because
that.
I know you have
Yes,
things
thank
to go
you.
off and that's right.
Very sweet.
No, I know this Halloween that you dressed as an angel because angels are really important to you. And
Yes.
you you believe that you say that you are visited every day by an angel.
I feel like they're everywhere. I mean, I guess it's just my intuition and being like really tuned into things sometimes. But I always see the numbers 1111 all the time, and then I end up seeing most days 111, 222, 333, 4, like on the hour. It's really weird. But if I know I see those like on the hour, I feel like I'm always on the right path. Then I'll always see things like that's kind of a number off, and somebody's telling me like, something's going wrong here. I don't know. It's just a numbers thing for me, and I mean, I do feel like I look for signs, and I feel like everything's like super connected.
Yeah.
Really, there's nothing that is kind of out of left field. I mean, it really is all here to teach us a lesson. It's all connected in some way.
I know you think of Eddie and his boys as your angels too.
Oh my God, totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something that's interesting, you're going to sing a song that's called, the name is I Still Believe in Santa Claus, which is a little bit surprising for you, I understand.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I was little, I guess I was a really smart kid, or I don't know what it was, but I was all like cynical back at 4. Santa doesn't exist. But yeah, my mom, I totally called my mom and dad out, and I've never had that kind of wide-eyed wonder about me. I mean, I had a different childhood than most, and so now as I got older, this song title came out of I was doing a concert last year, a Christmas concert, and all of a sudden this guy yelled out of the audience randomly, "I still believe in Santa Claus," and I'm like, what a great title for a song. Thank you so much.
Wow,
thank you, Guy, wherever you
heard
are.
me. I couldn't believe it.
I know.
You could hear me.
Right? Thank you.
And of course now you do.
Now I have a song, and as I got older, I felt like I really needed that childlike wonder in my life. So writing this song kind of brought that back.
Wonderful.
For sure.
We'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
Yes, if you guys like it. I Still Believe in Santa Claus. This is from her new album, Today is Christmas. Once again, Leanne Rice.
I still believe in Santa Claus. No rhyme or reason, just because. It's one of my most favorite flowers, and I still believe in Santa Claus. And I will until I'm 95. It keeps the kid in me alive. Long ago I laid down logic slows, but I still believe in Santa Claus. All us grown-ups have grown up too fast. Where's our imagination? Mystical, magical, wide-eyed wonder of a younger yesterday. He's flying on a sleigh. love, the ever-changing power of love, where the reef there is all never was. I still believe in Santa Claus, where the reef there is all never, ever, ever was. I still believe in Santa Claus.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, I still believe in Santa Claus. Ian's new album is available now. If you want to pick it up today, it's Christmas. If you want more information on her tour, today is Christmas tour. Go to LeanneRhymesWorld.com. And here's your little ornament that you
Thank you
did.
so much.
You hang that on the tree.
And up next, we're going to be celebrating the holidays with our babies, and you gave everybody chills with that magnificent
Thank you
voice.
very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Well, you know, the minute you have a child, everything changes, and you experience the holidays in an entirely different way. And we have some of our family members here that are moms, and they're going to share their stories through their baby's eyes. And I was asked to go first, so I will. This is a picture of Ariana when she was born. And of course, we're an Italian family, so nobody can find Tony because my mom, my sister, my mom, my grandmother, my dad, my aunt, we had like 9 people in the room. But the thing that I remember the most was when they laid her on my stomach and she actually lifted her head and she hung on to the blanket and she connected, and we looked into each other's eyes, and she gave me a smile. And she has that same smile at 26 years old. She had the same smile. And we connected right then and there. And she's the last of 7 babies, so that was a very, very poignant moment for me.
Oh my goodness. Amazing.
So, Danica, let's talk about yours. Because I know you have a 5-year-old.
Yes, Draco.
That's right, Draco.
Oh my goodness. Well, I did an all-natural childbirth, no drugs, and so I had 36 hours. Oh, there were 36 hours of labor, and there he is. That's just a few days after he was born. I had the unique experience of being able to actually finish delivering him myself.
Yeah, because they usually don't let you.
They don't, but I didn't have any drugs in my system, and that I literally, he was halfway out, and I pulled him up and brought him, and I remember that same moment, just connecting in the eyes, and just the feeling of completeness was so profound.
Yes.
I mean, it's love, yes, but completeness. I just felt like everything made sense, and I knew that from that moment that nothing else would matter ever again.
That's so true. Oh my gosh. And Debbie, we've lived every single moment with you and your baby and Alexandra.
You've lived every single moment with me. Remember, she wouldn't come. She was 2 weeks late.
And you were still wearing 7-inch heels.
I was wearing 7-inch heels up until the delivery. I have to tell you, I truly understand exactly what you mean. I felt like now I know why I was born. The minute that she was born and they put her on my chest, oh, there she is right there. Honestly, I felt like this is why I'm alive, because I'm supposed to be your mom. It was the best.
And look, you look at the connection right there in the eyes. Look, you too, with the eyes. Yep. That I recognize that look.
So she's her first Christmas, she was only 2 months old, just about 2 months old. So she pretty much just slept through the holidays. So I kept dressing her up as little characters. I dressed her first as the elf and then as Mrs. Claus. And she slept through the entire holiday. I mean, never not.
I remember last year, when you did that.
Remember, every time I'd bring her here, she was.
So, Kristen, the first time you looked into Kingston's eyes.
Oh, you guys want to know something crazy? I actually have a picture of the first time our eyes locked. Because here's what happened. I mean, it was so incredible because he looked up at me. And I expected it to just last for a second, but it lasted for it had to be 2 minutes. And I was looking at him, and it was like time stopped, you guys. And I was just like, he's still looking at me. Oh my gosh, he's still looking at me.
I don't want to jinx it.
Oh my gosh. And so much, and I grabbed my phone like this. And I was like, no, I swear. That's exactly how that picture happened. And it was like, I never wanted it to end. I didn't want it to end, but at the same time, I was just so overwhelmed with love. And there were so many emotions going on at one time. And I was like, I have to capture this. And then I was like, please don't be blurry, because I need this picture. But I was just so overwhelmed with love. I just fell in love with that kid like a million times over and over in that one moment.
Yeah.
It was so incredible.
And Orly, you are a mommy who recently gave birth. You're
Heck yeah.
2 months ago. 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Again, for the second time.
For the second time.
Yeah,
oh my gosh. You know what's so funny is the second time around, I found that I appreciated certain things and was almost like shocked for certain things happening the second time. That's Connor on the left and Blake on the right. And I remember the moment that both of them were born, in that moment when they put them on your chest. And I know this is gonna sound really weird and obvious, but I just remember being like, I was pregnant 30 seconds ago.
No, you do.
Wait a minute.
And then you wonder how they even fit in there, right?
Wait a minute. You're good. You're cooked.
Yeah.
You're ready. You were just chilling a minute ago.
Yeah, it's the weirdest
and
thing.
here you are. I had 9 months to imagine what you're gonna look like and be like and have conversations with you and have this whole thing, and then all of a sudden you're hey buddy, you're here. It's just the craziest. Yeah, it's just the craziest feeling. And I think I knew it the first time, but the second time you're like, I remember this. This is weird. You know, oh, it's just the best. It's just the yummiest.
So Connor's 2 and your daughter is 2 months, right?
Yeah. Connor's almost 2.5. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, it's so good. It's so fun.
All right. And Laura, you're listening to all our searches.
I know,
One
I'm
day
gonna
you'll
start
make
crying.
the best mommy. You're such a wonderful mommy to your animals that you love so much.
I get so emotional on this show. So I swear, so my mom, she passed away. I don't know if you guys know. My mom passed away when I was 6, and my family kind of stopped celebrating. My dad was rocket scientist, really smart, but wasn't really festive. It was after my mom passed, Christmas and the holidays, it's been a really difficult time. So when I moved to LA, I was 17. I'm by myself in the city. So I decided to start my own family, and I rescued Preston, who's my dog, and I'm a dog mom for right now. And the holidays were always really tough. This was our first holiday. He's so cute. So I didn't want to sit around feeling sorry for myself and being alone at Christmas. So we started volunteering at the hospital. He became a therapy dog. And that's actually how I got into dog training as you know, therapy dogs are very highly trained. And he brought so much love and joy and smiles to kids that I just wanted to learn how to train more so that I could help teach dogs to give back to people, because dogs are powerful for so much. I know. So anyways, which brings me to here, to Home and Family, and you guys truly, I think family are, friends of the family you choose for yourself. When you work on a show like this and you're here all the time, you become a family
Yeah, you too.
off the air. And so I just feel so blessed to have you guys, and it's,
And
pretty
we'll be there for you. We're giving you your shower when you're ready to have
Yes,
your
in 15 years when someone wants to marry me.
Done.
Maybe I'll have a baby.
All right.
I see a segment.
I see a segment.
I know. To marry me and make a baby.
And we'll cover the whole thing here on Home and Family. We'll do everything. We want to thank all of you mommies for sharing your stories with. We're all so blessed.
And we're all crying.
Next up, we have Holly Robinson Pete. She's going to take us behind the scenes of her new Hallmark original movie, Angel of Christmas, and Trans-Siberian Orchestra is going to light up our house like never before. Wait till you see it.
And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show.
Well, Holly Robinson Pete stars in the new Hallmark Channel original movie, Angel of Christmas, which is one of 17 original movies during this year's countdown to Christmas right here on Hallmark Channel. So it's nice to have you here to talk about your movie.
I'm so excited to be here.
Being a part of this movie is very special to you. Why?
It is because I had a tradition with my father who's been gone for about 13 years. He's my Christmas angel. And, we watched Christmas movies together. That was curling up and that was our moment together. He loved A Christmas Story. That was his favorite.
I love that movie.
Yeah, and my tongue, I used to try to get my tongue stuck to a pole.
We all did.
The best movie ever. And, being involved with a Christmas movie, especially with the Hallmark Channel, is another opportunity for me to curl up with my kids and watch a family-friendly programming, and I'm just looking forward to it.
Why is the movie called Angel of Christmas?
Because there's a wooden ornament that sits on top of a tree. It's a treetop, and it's an angel. And as a boss, Jennifer Finnegan, who plays Susan, I assign her a story to talk about. She's trying to find love, and there's this ornament that has some historical meaning in her family. And it's really all about searching for the meaning of love during Christmas.
Are you looking for the meaning of love?
Listen,
your character.
Yeah.
Because I know you found
honey,
it
after
with your
4 kids and 20 years of this man, if I ain't found it now, I don't know when I'll find it. No, my character's really trying to steer Susan towards this goal. And I'm a little hard on her, but we'll see what happens in the end.
Well, thank you for coming by to talk about it. And you can watch Holly Robinson Pete and Angel of Christmas, which premieres November the 29th at 8/7 Central on Hallmark Channel. And Mark is right up front. What do you have for us, Mark?
Thank you, Christina. Earlier in the show, we shared with you a peek, just a sneak peek of how the Trans-Siberian Orchestra lit up our house. You guys enjoyed that? Yeah, it was wonderful, but I'll tell you, it took a lot of work. The guys were here for an entire week doing the installation, more than 256 man-hours to install over 35,000 light bulbs.
That's right. The Trans-Siberian Orchestra has played to more than 100 million people around the world, you guys.
That's a lot of peeps. Yeah. 10 years ago, their song, Wizards of Winter, inspired a man in Ohio to create a Christmas light show, which, after millions of YouTube hits, became a cultural phenomenon.
Now it's our turn. With their song, Wizards of Winter, we present the Trans-Siberian Orchestra's Home and Family Light Show.
information on the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, you can visit trans-siberian.com.
Oh my gosh, that was epic, you guys, huh? All right, coming up, Lacey Chabert tells us about filming with Mariah Carey for her new Hallmark Channel Christmas movie, and a breathtaking performance from Ariel Ice Extreme, and we are out of breath, are we? She is starring in the Hallmark Channel original movie, A Christmas Melody. Welcome, Lacey Chabert, to our home. And listen to this, everybody. Okay, so Mariah Carey is directing the film, and she also co-stars in it with you. But I understand she got you lots of presents, too. What did she give you?
Well, I mean, she started off by giving me the role, which was really exciting because I was such a fan of hers. So it was such an amazing call. And they called and offered me this part on my birthday. It was like, happy birthday to me, the greatest thing. And the next thing I know, I miss a phone call, and I get a voicemail, and it's from Mariah, and she sang me happy birthday and leaves me the nicest message. So I was like so happy I missed the call because I have this voicemail saved forever on my phone.
Did you bring it with you?
No.
No?
It's private.
Okay.
It's private.
But I understand she also cast a little special someone in the film as well to you.
She cast my child, my chihuahua.
Your chihuahua named Kitty, I think, right?
A chihuahua named Kitty, and we've talked about how much we love our dogs. And she's 13 years old, and she's been waiting for her big break. And there was a scene where we're opening a present, and Mariah had this great idea. She's like, you know what? It should be a puppy. It's Christmas. She's like, would you let Kitty be in the movie? And I was like, would I let her? I ran to the trailer, I put Kitty's sweater on, and so she got her big break.
What's the film about?
I play a woman who decides to close her boutique down. I'm a fashion designer, and move back home and really get in touch with my roots again and kind of start anew with my daughter.
Let's take a look at the scene that finds your character and your daughter shopping for a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get to pick out the tree?
Yeah. Anyone you want.
Great. I want a big one. So big we have to get it on a ladder to put the star on.
Okay. We're starting a new tradition where we need a tree as tall as Santa.
A tree as tall as Santa.
All right.
This one's too skinny. Maybe this one.
Well, this one could be perfect. You know what? I think that one's perfect.
Mr. Collier?
Hey. Hey, Emily. Looks like we had the same after-school plan, huh? Did you pick your tree? Wow. I gotta tell you, that is a nice tree. It's a Scotch pine. You know what's pretty cool about a Scotch pine?
What?
It's native to the state of Ohio. This is your first Ohio tree for your very first Ohio Christmas.
Mark your calendars for the December 19th premiere of the Hallmark Channel original movie. It's called A Christmas Melody, starring Lacey Chabert and Mariah Carey. And I want to thank you so much for coming and sharing your movie with us.
Thank you. It was such a fun experience.
It's always nice to have you here in our home.
Thank you. I love you guys. This is so much fun.
And we love you too.
Thanks.
All right, let's join Mark in the backyard with Ariel Ice Extreme.
Thank you so very much, Christina. So they start on America's Got Talent. They are an elite group of skaters combining dance and aerial arts into one thrilling performance you're about to see. Please welcome Ariel Ice Extreme. This is Joel, dear. It's good to have you with us.
Thank you.
So you guys take skating and hoops and silks and combine them all together in one performance. It's got to take a lot of training.
It does take a lot of training. As skaters and aerialists, we've had to develop so much of our body strength that skaters typically would never even need to use in the way that we do. So.
And I understand you prepared something special for us.
Yes, we did. This is an original piece that has never been seen before. We've added new tricks in that we've never even performed together yet, so it should be exciting. And
this is a first for us too, because
Yeah.
we've never had this in our backyard.
Oh, really?
Before, yeah, this is a
Yeah.
first for us. Well, listen, I'll take that from you, and you
Okay.
take it away.
Thank
right?
you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Aerial Ice Extreme.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. And I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang the stocking here upon the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. I'll make a list and send it to the North Pole for saving. I won't even stay up way too magic reindeer days. I just want to hit tonight on another mistletoe. What more can I do? Baby, all I want for Christmas is all the lights are shining so brightly everywhere. Every sound of children, the laughter fills the air. Everyone is singing. I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need? Won't you please bring my baby to me? I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. I just wanna see my baby standing right outside my door. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true, baby. All I want for Christmas
That was amazing. I want to try that.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. You
That
can't
was
do that.
amazing.
I need you. I need you in one piece. We're going to continue the joy of this holiday season by getting to know our family a little bit better, and they're going to share some of their wonderful holiday stories.
I'm going to go for it.
You can't. No.
This is so amazing.
Beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland.
Well, the warmth of the holiday season is best felt through family, and we're here with our family to discuss the biggest gifts in our lives. And Holly, we're going to start with you. What is the biggest gift in your life?
Oh, what's the name of the show? Home and Family. I mean, I'm so blessed to have 4 amazing kids, 5 if you include my husband. Just kidding. Just kidding, honey. No, and 2 big fabulous dogs, my 4-legged children who I love, and any dog lover will tell you they're like kids.
Yeah.
And you know, just family is awesome. It's a blessing, total blessing, especially around the holidays.
Lawrence, let me jump down to you.
Yeah, I would say probably the greatest gift of my life is my twin brother Gregory. You know, my mom did not know she was having twins until that morning.
What?
So she found out that morning. I had my own room for 7 minutes. And then Gregory pushed his way through. And, you know, you're born with like an instant best friend. I mean, we love hard. We fight harder. But at the end of the day, I know that I can call him for anything. Whether it's good news, whether it's bad news, whatever the news is, he's my go-to. And there's this wonderful little saying with Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. And Piglet says to Pooh, Pooh. Pooh says, yes, Piglet. And Piglet says, just making sure that you're there. And that's
so sweet.
That is what he is to me. And I am so blessed to have someone to spend my life with that just loves me.
Oh, that's fantastic. Sophie, your biggest gift.
You know, my biggest gift is really my mother and my daughter. And it's in the holidays it's very hard because I really miss my mother a lot. They live 6,000 miles away, and that's my mother. Went with me, the little girl. We've always been.
You still look like that.
We've always been extremely close, and when why my mother's such a gift to me is when I had the opportunity to come and move here about 18 years ago. My mother is so generous, and she's always put me before her own feelings. So she gave me the gift of freedom by saying go. And I knew when she said go that it was the most devastating thing for her, because she knew that I would never live in the UK again. And us being good friends. And now my daughter is 14, and my daughter and I are very, very close. And Lola, you know, my mother and Lola both have the heart of gold. And when I last said goodbye to my mother at the airport, we were on the plane and I was crying. I was just bereft saying goodbye to my mother. And Lola put her arm around me and she said, Mom, she said, it's going to be okay. She said, I love you so much. And so the gift for me is to be surrounded by so much love by my mother and my daughter.
That's lovely, Sophie. Thank you for sharing that. Jeanette, what about you?
Well, I mean, I feel blessed every day since the day I was born. I mean, with great family and friends, but I have to say that this year in particular was a magical year for me. You know, a year and a half ago I had gotten engaged in Italy, which that was just a gift, because I guess I just turned 50 and I was like, wow, it can happen. So ladies out there, you can meet the love of your life. So I met the most amazing guy, and we got married this past May.
That dress.
And it was just magical. It was 45 of my closest friends and family, and I'm not kidding you, that day was just, it was a love fest. It wasn't about the wedding, and it wasn't about the food. It was just the joy in that room and the magic. So I'm very grateful for that partnership and that unconditional love. And so I'm going to go with the greatest gift is now knowing what unconditional love is.
Oh, that's true. And I know, Kim, for you, your unconditional love is your son, Hunter.
Yeah.
We actually have a clip of when you announced that you were pregnant with Hunter from Home and Family from years ago. Let's take a look at that.
18 years ago.
But Kim,
What happened, Kim?
another thing happened to Kim.
What happened?
With besides, yeah.
They're just pulling. He's pulling your leg. Leave her
No,
alone.
seriously.
What?
Seriously.
Yeah. Well, a little while ago, you asked me to do this thing on the show, which, kind of makes you a little vulnerable, and we did a thing on infertility. And I shared my story that I have been for 4.5 years going through surgery after surgery, and it's been a really terrible battle. It really has been very difficult. And so after 4.5 years of prayer, I'm pregnant. I want you to be the Home and Family guy.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's wonderful.
What a great moment.
It's really interesting hearing about all of your stories because, I'm an only child and I have an only child. And so being able to be here and be with you guys every day truly is such a gift to me. And Hunter knows that, and he is...
I know you had a difficult time, though.
Yeah. We found out we were pregnant, and I got pregnant. I wouldn't even eat a chocolate chip cookie for the caffeine in the chocolate chips. And I ate a piece of cheese at my baby shower, and I got listeria.
Let's rewind back to that first day when you came back after giving birth to Hunter and explaining this to the family.
Usually when pregnant women get listeria, the fetus dies inside of the mother. It is just such a it's like an E. coli almost. And so what happened was I got so sick that Hunter decided he wanted to get out.
Your body expelled.
Exactly.
Fetus,
And he was born in 20 minutes. Wow. And I got in delivery at 9. At 9:21, he was born. And he couldn't breathe. He was put on a respirator. Because of the bacteria, he had a virus, obviously, that turned into pneumonia.
Well,
Jerry, for the first time ever, went into the chapel at Cedar Sinai, and he told me that he said, Lord, if it's between him or me, I want you to let this baby live. And it's just, he's just been such a gift, I think, because he was so hard won.
there's a happy ending, as always. So that little boy that struggled so much early on has actually grown up into a strapping young
he's so handsome.
Can we bring out the miracle child?
Yeah,
Hunter, are you here? I know you're around here somewhere. 18 years later, here's Hunter. Wow.
It's so lovely. The relationship that the three of you have is absolutely extraordinary. It's been a privilege watching you grow up. I'd see you in church on Sundays in your little knickers. With your,
She put me in a dress, I'm pretty sure.
It wasn't a dress, it was a Christmas.
So let me put you on the spot, Hunter. Your mom has said so many wonderful things about you and that you are the gift for her. What are you most grateful for?
I think the greatest gift I have is definitely my mom and my dad. You guys are unbelievable, just especially you, your work ethic, the people you surround yourself with have been such a blessing to me, and most importantly, your marriage with Dad. The love you guys show me every day, it's unconditional, and I'm so blessed to have you in my life, Mom.
Are you okay? Well, Holly's a mess over here, too.
You take after your dad so well, I could just say.
Mark, thanks for
the poise.
Here, pass it down, guys.
Thank you all for sharing such wonderful stories, and insight into our personal lives are so precious to all of us. It's really wonderful. Thank you so very much.
Okay.
Breathe in,
oh,
breathe
that
out.
was supposed to be me. I couldn't even speak. Okay. So next, Danica McKellar gives us a sneak peek of the Hallmark Channel original movie Crown for Christmas and some special Santas. They're going to take the stage for us as well. Thank you, guys. That was beautiful. Danica McKellar here with us for the holidays. She's starring in the new Hallmark Channel original movie Crown for Christmas. Welcome, Danica.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here. Now, you play Allie in Crown for Christmas. So what unexpected situations do you find yourself in?
Well, my character takes a job as governess, doesn't realize that it's actually for royalty. So she ends up in this castle in a fictional country of Windshire, working for the king of Windshire, looking after his daughter. And of course, what ends up happening is they become good friends and sparks fly between her and the king. It's so magical. It's The Sound of Music meets Cinderella.
Oh, it sounds really lovely. And here you are decorating the Christmas tree with the young princess. So let's take a look.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Oh, but darling, what do you think of this?
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you, darling.
I know what we can use for the top of the tree. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Miss Evans, what exactly is going on here?
Decorating?
Apparently.
How about this for the top of the tree? Is that your father's crown?
His Royal Highness will not be happy. Thank you.
You have a crown for on top of your tree?
Yeah, it's just such a cute friendship between the two girls. They get into trouble together, and of course the king is there, and there's sparks flying, and
well, do you have
adorable.
any memories of Christmas and decorating your tree?
Oh, yes. I mean, my mom and sister and I, every Christmas we would set aside a weekend, usually mid-December, and decorate the tree. Yes. That's one of our Christmas cards. We love the tradition so much we thought we should make it a Christmas card and be silly and fun with it. So I love it. And now today, of course, I decorate my tree with my son. Of course. My 5-year-old.
Well, it's always nice to have you here, Danica. Thank you for coming. Be sure to watch Danica McKellar in Crown for Christmas on Hallmark Channel. That's Friday, November the 27th at 7 Central Time. Now it's time to send it back over to Mark, who's in the backyard with some very jolly Santas.
Thank you so very much, Christina. You know, our Santas are a little bit busy this time of year, but they found time to put together a very special performance for all of us, right? Okay, Santas, hit it.
Be a Santa, jolly Santa, happy Santa. Give the world a Merry Christmas. Be Kris Kringle. Bells will ringle. What you bring, fill the world with joy. Come on and twink that twinkle. Winkle your eyes, wobble your chin, ring out your bells. Remember, wink and giggle, wiggle your beard. Ow! Keep up your chins, get out and sell the spell of old Noel, Noel. Oh, be a Santa, Rolly Santa, Holy Santa. Spread the word of Merry Christmas, be so jolly. Decked with holly, and by golly, everyone will love you if you'll be a Santa. then let go. Shake like jelly to and fro. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Roar and bellow in the snow. Like a mellow buffalo. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Oh, be a Santa, jolly Santa, happy Santa. Spread the word of Merry Christmas. Be a Santa Claus.
Christmas! I'm not quite sure what to say or where to run to, but that was amazing. That was absolutely.
I've never seen anything like it
I
either.
don't know where you've been hiding that talent, but
I lost my microphone. I lost my pants. Merry Christmas.
Oh, God.
I was just going to say Leanne Rhymes was glad she didn't have to follow that.
when we come back, we have father and son holiday traditions, and hopefully this won't be one of the traditions you guys will have. And also, Barbara Niven's here. She's going to share a sneak peek of the Hallmark Channel original movie, A Christmas Detour.
Here to give us a peek into Hallmark Channel movie, A Christmas Detour. Barbara Niven is with us. And what is the message behind this movie?
I love this movie because we get caught in the perfection of Christmas and flock trees and all that instead of what the message is. And my character definitely has lost her way. She's controlling, judgmental. I have a line in the movie where I have the tree and my husband goes to do something. He says, "Don't touch the tree."
Yeah.
So,
a
good lesson here in this movie.
But I can identify with that. All right. Well, actually, we have a clip from that now. Your character meets her son's fiance for the very first
Candace
time.
Cameron Bure.
All right, let's take a look.
Mr. and Mrs. Collins, it is so nice to meet you. Oh, please, you can call me Susan.
We were beginning to think that you were a figment of our son's imagination.
Now I'm real.
Paige has had a horrible trip.
Oh, I can tell. Poor dear. Look at you.
Jack, why don't you show Paige to one of the guest rooms so she can freshen up? Then we can have a proper introduction.
Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Right this way.
It really is very nice to meet you.
You as well, dear.
Right through there.
Wow, you had a Christmas that helped you focus on the same message.
That's going to be an icy little Christmas, isn't it?
Of love and family. But you had a situation similar
Yes.
to that.
Well, when I brought Jessica down from Oregon, she was 9 years old and was so poor because I was a single mother with no child support, trying to raise her as an actress. And I didn't have any money for Christmas at all. So Mom sent me money to buy Jessica, and she sent Jessica stuff for her to buy her own Christmas present. Well, Jessica, she actually went out and spent all the money. Instead of on her, she wanted to make sure that I had a good Christmas. So she bought all these little bath oil bead balls and wrapped everything individually. So Christmas morning, I was so worried about her. She was so worried about me. And I got up and I had a million things under the tree to unwrap. And that's my daughter. That's what Christmas is about. It's not about the things. It's about the things you do together.
That's really lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that
You
beautiful
bet.
story with us, Barbara. That is
Yeah.
so wonderful.
No.
You can watch Barbara on A Christmas Detour this Saturday, November the 28th, 8, 7 Central on Hallmark Channel. was really lovely.
Yeah. Christmas is about family.
I know. Well, speaking of family, we have Mark and the guys in the family room. Mark?
Thank you, Christine. You know, the holidays really are a time to celebrate traditions, those that have been passed down through generations, but also time to create new ones. It's very important that we do so. I understand, Matt, that your dad is, I want to say, even a bigger kid than you are. Is that
amazing.
possible?
Well,
is that possible?
Obviously, he probably doesn't. You never see this side of him. My dad's a world-renowned physician. Literally wrote the textbook on tuberculosis. But this guy becomes
that gets
the
me every
biggest
time,
kid.
though. Every
I know. On Christmas mornings, it's the best because, like, especially the older I get, the more of the kid he becomes. And I remember there was a Christmas. It must have been in the 80s, and I got up early, and I go into the living room, and I'm like peeking around, and I see my dad there. And this was the 80s, and he had a VHS and a camera. And this was huge. Not only were we going to get to watch movies, we were going to get to make them. And obviously, And so my dad, I see him, and I'm like, oh, my God, we got a VHS. I was like going down to wake up my brother. I'm like, but then I'm like, no, I don't want to ruin the surprise. So I went back to sleep. I like laid in bed for 30 minutes till my dad's like, so maybe Santa came. So we go up, and my dad films this whole moment, like, look, guys, we got a VHS. And I was like, oh, my God, it's amazing. And so, like, later in the day, we're like, let's watch the tape. And he goes, I forgot to put the tape.
No!
And I was like, it's okay, Dad. We got them then. But he started me down this career with that Christmas. It was just great.
Wow. Matt, what traditions did your dad pass down?
Well, my dad was a world-renowned insulator. Let's just start there.
Did he write the book? Did he write the book?
Start there.
Book on installation. He wrote the manual to installation manual.
You know, he knew how to insulate walls better than tuberculosis.
And now you're insulated, buddy.
There you go again. How did that happen? No, I mean, but my dad, I really appreciate the fact that I had a man in my life that show me how to treat a woman. You know, my dad, he was just such a great husband to my mom. And he, he was kind of jolly like me. And he would dress up as Santa Claus. I think I have a picture of him dressed up as Santa. That's me in the background. Look at my, like, surfer wave hair. And then Pops.
At you.
You know, he dressed up as Santa Claus, and then, unfortunately, in 2004, when my mom passed away from breast cancer, he comes over our house every year, and the tradition's been passed on to me. Now I kind of dress up as Santa Claus. So
do your thing.
And there I am at home and family, dressed up as Santa
Look
Claus.
at you.
With a fan. That was Christmas in July. And I sweat so much, my hair paint job came off, and now I'm here. Here we go. Thanks, Woody. Appreciate it, pal.
Ken, tell us about your dad.
My dad, it was interesting because growing up, he was in the military, 20-year, Army lieutenant colonel. So there was a lot of times when he wasn't there. Oh, there he is. He and my mom.
Wow.
And so to me, he was always this figure, this larger than life in his like dress uniform. And I remember there were some Christmases when he wasn't around, when he was off fighting war, and he would send us these little packages, which would be little tiny reel-to-reel tapes, and Mom would put them in the tape player, and I would sit around with her. It was just her and I at that point, and she'd play them, and it'd be crackling, and you'd hear him from Korea or Vietnam.
Wow.
So to me, he was always just this amazing figure. And then now as I've gotten older and now I know him as a person and a friend, he's very, very important to me. And so my brother has 2 girls, and then I had Coco, and then after Coco, Margot. And the second twin was the first boy in our family. There he is, and I named him after my father, so he is Flynn Roy II. And just seeing my father with him and the joy in my father's eyes that this is going to continue, that his name and our bonds, it's just, it's just really powerful.
Oh. Wow. Well, see, now that makes you feel bad, doesn't it?
I know.
All right, I'll take a minute. So what do you leave out for Santa?
Milk and cookies.
Milk and cookies, right? That's a tradition. You always do that. In my house, do you know what we leave out? What? We leave out pizza, baby Jesus birthday cake, and anchovies.
What?
Right? So here's the story, right? So obviously you have your traditions that you pass down, but those ones that are created out of nothing just sort of happen. And that's what has stuck in my house. And I don't know how long this is going to go on. I hope it goes on for many generations. But when my oldest, Kai, was little, the kid ate anything and everything, an amazing palate. And he loved anchovies. And then Kai, for whatever reason, one year said, we should leave anchovies for Santa. Because he loved them so much. Clearly, Santa must love anchovies. So we left anchovies out for Santa, and in the morning he'd get up and go, Santa loves anchovies. So this one particular year, Kai decided he was so excited, but for some reason, he began to really see what anchovies were, and he had a change of heart. But yet Santa had to carry that tradition on. So take a look. This was the year Santa actually showed up at our house on Christmas Eve. What are we doing, guys?
Making pizzas.
Why are we making pizzas?
Because it's Christmas.
Avery, who comes tonight?
Santa Claus. Anchovy. Nice. I don't want to put them on my tree. I just want to taste one. Yuck, I don't like it.
You decided you didn't like it anymore. Last year you liked it very much. You ate a whole one. Do you need something to drink?
Wow, thank you so much. So Kai got me this anchovy right here
Yeah, I
that I'm gonna eat. And you know what an anchovy is?
I decided I didn't like them anymore.
You don't like them? That's why you gave them to me?
Yeah.
Yum, yum. I can't imagine everybody not eating these.
Oh my God! Wait,
so that's a good tradition.
How did you get Matt Rogers in your video?
There it is. So keep your eyes peeled because traditions pop up out of nowhere. When they're little like that and they begin to grow, whatever that you can grasp onto, let that be the thing that you do year after year. So Santa's eating anchovies from this day forward.
It's a new tradition.
Right? When we come back, we're going to show you beautiful wreaths that you can make with your whole family and a very special performance from the 6 String Soldiers.
The most wonderful time of the
Well, the holiday frenzy of decking the halls is in full full swing with the first ever home and family holiday wreath-o-rama. Say that 3 times.
Wreath-o-rama. Wreath-o-rama. Our Hallmark stars have enlisted the help of our family members to create personally inspired wreaths that are really going to add some pizzazz to our holiday season.
Let's kick off our holiday wreath-o-rama first with Ken and Lacey. What did you guys do?
Well, you may not know this, but we are twins separated at birth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Surprising.
You know, I thought there was something.
I know, something. Well, both of our fathers are from Louisiana.
Yeah.
You grew up in Mississippi. I grew up in Georgia. She does Christmas movies. I do Christmas DIYs. We've never had a white Christmas. We're here in Southern California.
Exactly. It doesn't snow often in the South or here in California. So this is our beautiful white Christmas
So
tree.
we decided we would make this about the life that the Christmases that we wish we had growing up.
All right, well, let's take a look and see how this all came together.
So I started off, I made the little Winter Wonderland houses, and I just made them from standard cardstock. I just cut out a little template that I made, and then cut out little doors and windows. I made them all different, put them together with Scotch tape, and then just threw a tea light inside of it. And then to get the actual winter greenery, I just stacked up greenery. You can use with live or with artificial, and made little sprays that I was going to attach the grapevine wreath. Hit it all with a heavy dose of fake snow, and then spray glue, and this is where the magic comes in.
Glitter!
Clear glitter. Clear glitter looks crystals and snow. It makes everything magical. I'm going to clear glitter my life.
I would like some clear glitter.
Talking to the right person.
Lacey, are you going to add something to the wreath?
I am, yes. It became a tradition in our family that on Christmas Eve we do a white elephant party. And one of the gifts is this giant, obnoxious, mechanical reindeer. And so this is, no one wants it. He's cute. No, but this is just the small version. It's a giant, and the tradition is if you get it, if that's what you win, you have to bring it next Christmas, whether it's on an airplane or wherever the family is meeting. So you don't want that. So this is just a miniature version of
I want to see Lacey flying with it.
Yes, exactly.
Oh. So it hangs in the middle there.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Well, there is, as we move on, there is no better team to bring a wreath to life than Shirley and Barbara.
Well, you know, we wanted to do something that's a living wreath. In other words, everything you see here, except for the green background, is all living. It's all from the actual garden, landscape, the neighborhood, but there's a special significance.
So the story is because if you follow me on Twitter, you know I moved into a new house and my cat passed away, but I decided instead of celebrating death, I wanted something living.
Right.
So I created this amazing garden called Bammer's Garden, and I have a little memorial statue to him, and also for my mom and dad. I have tribute stones. I put a little park bench back there. I put wind chimes and angels in all my trees in the backyard too. So my trees actually sing. Yeah,
Very
a lot
beautiful.
of memories in this. Thank
Well,
you.
let's kick it down one notch now. We've got Paige and Holly. They know how to score a touchdown when it comes to you do it.
Yes.
When it comes to putting a wreath together.
Oh my gosh. Well, Holly's from Philadelphia and loves football. Loves it so much she may have married a quarterback.
That's right. on the evening of our wedding, Rodney was traded to the Eagles, which is huge because my father's from Philly. We're all from Philly, and like short of me marrying like Dr. J, who was a little older than me. So this is a beautiful wreath. It celebrates, listen, for us, it's football is the holidays. Well, we gather around the TV, we eat, and we celebrate. And I love my Eagles. I bleed eagle green.
Well, and I love my Packers. So some of this green might not just be for your Eagles.
Talk us through how you created the wreath.
How I got started on on this. I actually started with that is silver. It's actually a fabric that you can wrap it all the way around. Looks like a really big ribbon. And put ribbon around. This is actually the words love, 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 and eagles, eagles, eagles on pieces of paper, and I put them inside tiny little glass ornaments. And you can do that with any words that you want. So this one says love and eagles. I left my Packers out for you. Then I also took some stickers. Seriously, as easy as going to Michael's, putting stickers on your wreath. You can jazz up a wreath and make it look really, really festive.
Now,
so this is
looking through here for some cheese. You didn't put any cheese.
I didn't put any cheese. Yes. No, we're focusing on the Eagles and Rodney.
Yeah, and speaking of Rodney, this is his number. He's number 9 for the Eagles. So we put this cute little stocking, embroidered stocking in here. Yeah, there we go.
That's lovely. Thank you. And you know what? We can't have a holiday wreath-a-rama and not include our children. And so here with a very special kid-friendly wreath is Tanya and Danica.
Yes.
So Danica, we know your 5-year-old son, Draco, he loves Star Wars.
He loves Star Wars. And this is the most amazing Star Wars wreath I've ever seen. I was floored when I came up to this. I'm stunned. He's gonna be stunned. He's just gonna fall over with excitement.
I kind of went way outside the box, but just technically speaking, this is a wreath form. So this is a wreath. I got together with prop master Dave, who's amazing just at creating things, but also he loves Star Wars. I love Star Wars. We put our brains together. We came up with this, which I think is so cool.
It is.
I'm so excited. So I got a little plastic container lid and some foam core, cut 6 pieces and just equally spread them all the way around the lid, just like that with a glue gun. I got the wreath form and glued that on, then painted it, and then got some sponge paper, get it in all different colors. We got black, put it in the middle, and then some more foam core and some sponge paper. We got the foam core, put it in the coffee cup. There we go. So it's
very
and then we just painted the whole thing. And if you want the exact dimensions, you can get them on the Home and Family website. And just a glue gun and paint, some foam core, some sponge paper, and there you go. Oh, and then we had to do the 2 laser beams, which are 2 red little bells.
Love it.
Right there, and I think it's pretty cool.
It's so cool.
Danica, you have one extra thing that you want to add to
Well, and this is what I brought. I brought this little Darth Vader toy, which my mom gave to my son. This is just wired on there, so it's not permanent in case Draco freaks out and thinks he can't play with it anymore. Truthfully, I think I'm just gonna get him another one so we can leave this as is and put it up in his room. And this will be up in his room year round.
I want to
it's fantastic. Thank
so
you
much,
so
everybody, for our first annual Wreath-a-rama. This was all beautiful. I still need to put a little finishing touches on mine, which I'll show you in a minute. So while I'm doing that, we're going to send it over to Mark.
Thank you so much, Christina. I am here and proud to be so with the very talented soldiers of the United States Army. With us today, the 6 String Soldiers. A very talented group of men who serve our country in song and in spirit and so many other ways. You're going to sing a song that I know carries much more weight to you than it does perhaps to many of us, and that is I'll Be Home for Christmas.
For me personally, the song has a lot of meaning. When I was deployed to Iraq in 2010, my wife, then fiance, made a CD and sent it to me, and this was one of the songs on there. Now, fortunately, I made it back that year in time for Christmas, but I'm certain that the song has great meaning to not only these 3 gentlemen, but the 1.1 million men and women in the U.S. services stationed all over the world that oftentimes can't be home for the holidays. So this is for them, but also
as a thank you to all of the beautiful people here and at home, and we wish you a happy holidays.
Well, we're going to wish that they all come home for Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, the Six String Soldiers. Take it away.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Deserves a standing ovation.
That
Well
was
deserved.
so lovely. Thank you. I finished my wreath. I did this with a lot of love and appreciation for all of you gentlemen and all the wonderful women that have served our country. And we thank you all so much. And
Well,
this
thank
is for
you. Thank you so much.
When we come back, I have a special holiday blessing I'm going to share with everyone. And we have another beautiful performance from Leanne Rimes.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
We've talked so much this evening about the holiday and family traditions, and one of my favorites is to say a blessing every Christmas. So I've written a special one, especially for this evening, that I would like to share with all of you tonight and you at home. Let us for a moment, Father God, hold this time in our hearts. Help us to remember the immense unconditional love you have for each and every one of us. God of all the gifts, we thank you for the many ways you have blessed us. In our gratitude, we pause to remember your humble birth. We remember your loving message of caring, giving, forgiveness, kindness, and compassion. We pray for peace in families and nations throughout the world, and we give thanks in your spirit that brings our hearts to life this Christmas night and forever. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Great, very beautiful.
Thank you.
You know, this holiday season, we look back at all those things that happened to us during the year, the moments that really changed us, and then we take those new lessons and we apply them and what we've learned, and we move ahead into the new year. So with that in mind, I'm here to sing Old Lang Syne from her new album, Today is Christmas, Leanne Rimes.
Thank you.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in days of old anxiety? For old anxiety, my dear, for old anxiety, we'll drink a cup of kindness shade in days of old anxiety. For old anxiety, my dear, for old anxiety, we'll drink a cup of kindness shade in days of old anxiety.
Who needs an instrument? And you have that gift.
Thank you.
Wow, beautiful.
Okay, so now when we come back, a dazzling light show from the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Thank
There
you.
we go.
Thank you. So beautiful.
Thank you guys very much.
We want to thank our Hallmark stars for being with us today. Lacey Chabert, Barbara Niven, Holly Robinson Pete, and Danica McKellar. Thank you for coming by and celebrating with us.
Thank you.
We love having you by. Hallmark's Countdown to Christmas is television's #1 destination for programming. And to stay in the holiday spirit, visit sharethehappiness.tv. There you're going to find plenty of great games to play with your children.
And we want to say a great big thank you to Leanne Rhymes
Yes.
for singing your beautiful
Yes.
Christmas music.
Beautiful voice and a gift she has. And of course, thank you to the 6-string soldiers and Eric. And of course, to our family members here at Home and Family for coming out and celebrating with us. I love you all.
As we close out the show, a big thank you to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra for lighting up our whole house like never before.
Beautiful, right?
Yes, thank you. Woo!
From our Home and Family to yours, we want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Guys,